The barbell bench press is one of the most classic chest building exercises for both hypertrophy and strength. It provides a really good stimulus for the pec muscles as well as the shoulders and the triceps. It's a very versatile exercise that can be heavily loaded in the low rep range as a strength stimulus or moderate to higher rep range as a hypertrophy stimulus. Start by gripping the bar at a position that feels comfortable for you. I like it just outside shoulder width. The wider you go with your hands, the more you'll feel it in your chest, especially at the bottom of the range of motion, as your pecs will be in a very stretched position. While the more narrow you have your hands, you'll get a bit more tricep involvement and slightly less chest involvement, especially at the bottom of the repetition. I personally like to mix it up. Some days I'll do it with a wider grip, other days with a more narrow grip, or sometimes I'll even change my grip from set to set. Once you have a grip on the bar that feels comfortable for you, you want to retract and depress your scapulars, so scapulars down and back, and create a really strong shelf on the bench so that you can press from a strong position. You want to maintain a neutral spine, so a slight arch in your lower back is fine. Think about having your chest up as tall as possible towards the ceiling. Keep your feet grounded because you're going to need your legs to drive against the ground to help you lift up the weight when it gets heavier. Before you start the eccentric or the lowering phase, take a deep breath in to create intra-abdominal pressure. You then want to imagine that you're snapping the bar in half to create torque in the shoulder joint. The cue of bending the bar in half will help you to slightly tuck your elbows and engage the lats so that you're in a strong and sturdy position to begin your press. As you bring the bar down towards your chest, notice that the bar path has a slight arc to it. It's not a straight up and down bar path motion, but rather the bar will start from a position that's in line with your shoulders and will end up in a position that's in line with the bottom third of your sternum. Make sure to maintain that breath hold all the way to the bottom of the eccentric part of the rep, and then as you begin to press the bar off your chest, make sure to maintain full body tension, which starts at the legs. You want to drive your feet into the ground or imagine that you're pushing the ground away to develop tension through your quads, your core. You want to make sure your lats are engaged and your pecs, shoulders and triceps are also engaged. When you get past the sticking point and you're at the top part of the concentric part of the rep, you can then exhale before taking another deep breath in, create intra-abdominal pressure and begin your eccentric. Try to avoid flaring your elbows out to the sides too much. You want them on a forward angle at about 30 degrees. You just want to avoid them sticking out too far to the sides, so a slight forward tuck is ideal.